Ik ben onderweg naar Engeland, naar Goodwood om precies te zijn, naar het landgoed van Lord March. En precies 20 jaar geleden, dit jaar op de kop af, organiseerde hij voor de allereerste keer zijn eigen Festival of Speed in zijn eigen achtertuin, 12.000 hectare groot. En in die 20 jaar tijd is het evenement uitgegroeid van een 25.000 toeschouwers tot bijna 200.000 toeschouwers. De voltallige AutoWeek redactie was vorig jaar aanwezig op het evenement. Dat gaan we dit jaar weer doen. We gaan het uitgebreid verslag van doen. En ik heb straks een interview met de Lord. En ik ga hem eens even vragen hoe hij terugkijkt op die periode van 20 jaar. Maar ook naar het heden. En ja, als ik er toch ben, dan werpen we ook meteen maar even een blik in de toekomst. Lord March, in July we will see the 20th anniversary of the Festival of Speed. Looking back on this period, what moment or moments do you cherish most?
Well, it's been a fantastic 20 years. There have been so many big moments, but I guess probably the most exciting ones came at the beginning when we were struggling to get the whole thing off the ground. We wanted to have great cars here. People didn't know about Goodwood then, so it was trying to get those cars to come. And certainly the first time we got a Silver Arrows at Goodwood was a big moment. And we tried very hard to get the W165 Mercedes-Benz, which ran for the very first time since it won at Tripoli all those years ago at the Tripoli Grand Prix. So there have been some fantastic moments. The first Chaparral, I'm a big fan of American cars, so the first time Jim Hall brought a Chaparral to Goodwood was a very big moment for me. When we had Gonzalez right at the beginning driving, I think it was right almost the second year, Gonzalez drove the BRM V16, and that was a pretty exciting moment. There have been some big moments for all of us, and the team then working on it, we would ring each other all the time saying, wow, isn't it fantastic, we've got this is coming, now they're coming, isn't it? So it was a very energizing and exciting time in those early days.
Looking ahead at this year's edition, what can we expect? Any really, really special cars, people, events?
Well, I think there will be some really special moments. We're trying to bring back all the greatest cars and drivers. It's going to be our greatest hits. And we want to put together, a mix of fantastic things and to show all the best of what we've had. So F1, rally, land speed record cars, great motorbikes.
Any special guests?
Well, we hope so. We've got lots of great people who said they're coming, and we've got some special moments, I hope, with them lined up as well. So we'll have to wait and see.
Okay, now the Festival of Speed has become increasingly important for car manufacturers to showcase their latest products. Has the festival taken over the role of the traditional car shows like the ones in Birmingham or London?
Well, as you know, we have something called the Moving Motor Show, which takes place on the Thursday before the festival, the Thursday of the festival now. And the whole point of that was to create and deliver what we felt was a modern interpretation of a motor show. So I think the manufacturers are very concerned about the cost of motor shows, the lack of good customers at motor shows. They're more an industry. So I think for the Moving Motor Show, we've tried to completely turn that around. We're trying to bring customers to cars, and as you know, they actually get the opportunity to drive the cars, let alone get up close to them. So it's a real opportunity for all our partners to actually get customers, people who are going to buy cars in those cars, and hopefully actually put an order in and buy one.
The success of the Festival of Speed, does it make you hungry for more? Can we expect a Dutch or a German spin-off of the festival?
I don't think so, no. I think the Festival of Speed itself, I think, is very rooted here at Goodwood. We've looked at possibility of doing things in other places, and we still do, and we still might if it's the right thing. We're pretty open-minded about it, but I think an exact Festival of Speed somewhere else is probably unlikely.
How do you think we will look back on the automotive world of 2013 in 20 years' time?
Well, it's a good question. I mean, I don't know really. I mean, certainly the drivers, there's some pretty exciting drivers around.
Who are today's heroes?
Exactly. Well, there have been heroes all the way through, of course, and I think the heroes today are just as great. Whether it's Jensen or Vettel or Lewis or whoever Alonso, whoever it might be, these are drivers of, these are world-class drivers. And I think in terms of cars, there are some fantastic cars.
Which one will become classics?
Well, I think there are a number. I think the current Ferrari range is absolutely exceptional, and the two McLarens that are around, and I think the P1 when it appears it'll be pretty exceptional. The 918 Porsche is obviously very exceptional. The F-Type Jaguar. I think there are lots of very, very exciting, very fast, exotic cars in a variety of at a variety of sort of price levels, which I think could easily be classic cars.
Last question: if you were to invite all Dutch car enthusiasts and racing fans to Goodwood this year, what would you say? The camera is yours.
I would just say it's going to be an exceptional, I hope an absolutely exceptional year. Like a great wine, we're celebrating 20 years, our vintage year in many ways, and hopefully we can bring back all the highlights and all the exceptional moments that we've enjoyed over the last 2 decades. And I hope all of you will come across the channel, join us for what I hope will be a really, really exciting and sensational weekend amongst many, many enthusiasts enjoying all the things we love most.